There's no need to fear. Underdog is here.
Time again for the Underdog Show, starring that champion of champions, Underdog.
When in this world the headlines read of those whose hearts are filled with greed, who rob and steal from those who need to right this wrong with blinding speed, goes Underdog, 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 Underdog. Speed of fighting, roar of thunder, fighting all who rob or plunder. Underdog, Underdog, Underdog.
Underdog! Underdog!
There's no need to fear. Underdog is here.
Oh, I wasn't afraid, Underdog. I called because I just found out tomorrow is your birthday. And I'm going to give you a real birthday party. A fancy party with a cake and candles and everything.
Your party will make a perfect day unless some crime calls me away.
Oh, that would be terrible. I hope nothing happens before tomorrow.
But far across the sea in London, England, something was already happening.
The museum has promised to loan out our Excalibur sword collection. Loan it to a museum in San Francisco.
But the Excalibur sword collection is worth millions of dollars. Some criminals are sure to try and steal it while it's getting from here to San Francisco.
That's what I'm worried about. Who can we be sure of? The Underdog.
Underdog.
Telegram for Underdog.
Your party now is out for me. I am needed across the sea.
Oh, shucks, Underdog. Tomorrow's your birthday.
When duty calls, I am not slow. It's hip, 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 and away I go.
And so it was that the famous Excalibur sword collection, as it traveled from London by plane, was guarded by the fearless Underdog. And when the collection was transferred to a train in New York, it was still carefully guarded by Underdog.
It's terribly good of you to come along and guard the Excalibur sword collection. Anyone might try to steal it.
And up ahead was that notorious criminal, Riff Raff.
All right, men, here comes the train. When she hits that tree we put across the tracks, we pull up our handkerchiefs and charge down there just like the James boys.
Yeah, boss. And then we get that $1 million sword collection.
Rick, we've had a train wreck.
Put back the swords and stay on guard. This may be Riff Raff's calling card.
What's that? Criminals! Batman!
All right, all you people, just hand over your money and jewels to the boys. Meanwhile, I gotta see a car about some swords. This looks like the car, all right. Here's one of the swords already. Okay, now, let's have the rest of the collection.
The only collection you will get are cuts and bruises you'll regret.
On guard! I'll get you yet. Take this.
A crooked sword, like a crooked man, always ends up and also ran.
Run for it, men! It's Underdog!
I should go and bring them back, but first I must put the train on the track.
Mighty tough job, Underdog. You sure you can get that engine back on the rails?
This is no problem to retrieve. I'll just bend over and give it...
Oh! Underdog, what is it? Oh! Underdog's in pain. Quick, send for an ambulance. The mighty Underdog was in pain. Why? What was causing it? There's plenty of excitement ahead in our next thrilling episode.
High in the hinterlands of Bongo Congo lay the hidden hideout of those two crafty criminals, traitorous Biggie Rat and Itchy Brother, the no-good brother of good King Leonardo. Here they plotted their plots against the king.
It's not Kingsy who gets in our way, Itch. He's a boob. It's that oaf, Odie Coloni, who causes us trouble. And I'm out to get that Coloni. With him out of the way, we're a cinch to take over the kingdom.
Yeah, but Odie always stays near the king. Like, how do we break up the set?
Easy, Itch. Here's the plan.
Later, unaware that a scheme was being schemed, true blue Odie Coloni, faithful servant of King Leonardo, went calmly about his important royal duties. Today was hedge trimming day. And from the other side of the hedge, those two treacherous traitors approached wearing new disguises.
Look, Big. Looks like we're in a clip joint.
Not the funny business. You need a clip yourself. Now remember what I told you.
Okay, Big, I dig.
Hey, you up there. Come on down. We'd like to have a little chat.
Sorry, gentlemen. I'm really quite busy. You'll have to wait until I have trimmed the hedge.
Like, look out above!
What is the meaning of this? I'll take steps.
Did you see that, Mr. Producer? Greatest fall I ever saw in my life.
Like, positively, Mr. Director, baby. And he made it look as easy as falling off a ladder.
Did you ever think of becoming an actor, stranger? You have real talent.
Well, I did do some amateur dramatics.
It figures. I mean, like, falling down like that has to be learned on the bumpy road of experience. Right, Mr. Director, baby?
Right, Mr. Producer. Now, stranger, we happen to be talent scouts. We think a talent like yours shouldn't be wasted. You're a real artist.
Oh, I don't really think...
Now, don't be modest, see? There are a few rough edges to be ironed out to make you a polished actor, but the Method School in London can handle that.
But I couldn't possibly leave my king.
Now, you go to the Method School in London. And when you're finished there, we'll make you a big star, stage and screen, maybe even TV.
But I'd have to leave Bongo Congo.
I'll think it over, stranger. You owe it to your future public. And here's our card. Just let us know if you decide to go. Come on, Mr. Producer.
Right with you, Mr. Director, baby. You think he like, fell for it, Big?
Like a ton of bricks. He's a born hand.
Was Biggie Rat right? Only a short while later, in the royal bedroom of the palace...
I've been waiting for you, True Blue Odie. It's time for my afternoon nap, and...
To bed, to bed. There's knocking at the gate. Come, give me your hand.
Give you my hand? Confound it, will you stop that nonsense and help me? I want to take a nap, and I can't get the button on my robe undone.
What's done cannot be undone. To bed, to bed, to bed.
Yes, now Odie Coloni seemed to be unable to stop thinking of himself as being on stage.
Well, go away, Odie. I want to get some sleep.
To sleep, perchance to dream. Ah, there's the rub. For in that sleep...
Confound it, this is the most unheard of thing I've ever heard of.
Oh, I'm sorry, sire. It's just that...
Yes, what is it?
I've been offered a chance to go on the stage, sire.
You? On the stage? Oh, that's rich. Oh, really rich.
To be or not to be. That is the question. Whether 'tis nobler in the mind to suffer the sling...
You'd certainly better get a new writer. That material is terrible.
Perhaps my delivery is not perfect yet, sire, but in the London Method School for Actors...
Well, go ahead. Go to London. Get it out of your system. You'll be back soon enough to the good life you have here. An actor.
But will the king laugh when Odie leaves Bongo Congo? We'll find out in our next exciting episode, One-Way Ticket to Venus. In our last episode, Biggie Rat and Itchy Brother decided that it was really Odie Coloni who always caused their plans to fail. To get him out of Bongo Congo, they convinced Odie he should go on the stage.
Did you see that, Mr. Producer? Greatest fall I ever saw in my life. Now, stranger, we happen to be talent scouts, and we think a talent like yours shouldn't be wasted, right, Mr. Producer?
Positively, Mr. Director, baby.
Now, you go to the method acting school in London, and when you're finished there, we'll make you a big star.
Later, when Odie told King Leonardo about the offer...
You on the stage? Oh, that's rich. Oh, that's really rich. Go ahead. Go to London. You'll be back soon enough to the good life you have here. Oh, an actor.
Soon, Odie Coloni was on his way to London. While at the hideout of Biggie and Itchy...
But, gee, Big, I don't dig this medic bit. Like, why the kooky costume?
Just get the disguise on, Quack. I'll do the thinking.
Maybe we're gonna, operate on the king, huh? Big? Oh, boy. Sponge, knife, scissors, towel, sword.
Now, wait a minute. Stop the clowning, Pagliacci. We're disguised as scientists, get it? Scientists.
Okay, Big, I dig.
A short while later, at the palace throne room...
Oh, come in, gentlemen. You're just in time for an exciting game of Bongo Bongo. The board's all set up.
Oh, man, that's like my favorite game. I'll take this chair.
Maybe later, Your Royal Highness. Right now, we have important scientific business. And we've developed a new space rocket that'll land a man on the planet Venus. On Venus? Oh, splendid, splendid. We thought you'd like to christen the rocket ship. Oh, of course. I'll ring for a bottle of royal champagne immediately.
Hurriedly, the king was taken to the spot where Biggie Rat had set up the huge rocket ship designed by the diabolical Professor Messer, the international mad scientist who was master of 1,000 disguises. Today, he was British.
King, meet the genius who designed the rocket. I say now, awfully jolly of you to pop in like this, Your Highness. We're all terribly, terribly honored by your presence and all that sort of rubbish, what? Oh, yes, but let's get on with the christening. Jolly good. If you'll just pop inside the rocket and break the champagne. Inside? I thought the christening was always done on the outside. Of course. Except for top secret ships like this one. Can't have enemy spies watching what's going on now, can we, Your Majesty? No. So if you'll just pop inside, that... A good trip, old chap. So long, Kingsley.
Bon voyage, brother.
Well, that takes care of that. Now, guys, it's back to the palace. We're taking over Bongo Congo now.
But back at the palace throne room...
Odie Coloni, but you're supposed to be in London. Get 'em, boys.
Odie Coloni fought a courageous battle, but the three criminals were too much for him.
Well, good show, old chaps. Looks like we won what?
But just then...
Well, so this is Venus. Oh, it looks very familiar. In fact, it looks just like my own throne room.
It is, sire. You haven't reached Venus at all. And a lucky thing. When I returned to give you the royal Odie decoder, I knew we had been tricked. You saved the kingdom from those three villains.
Yes, the rocket ship had luckily come home to roost, and Bongo Congo was once more in safe hands. But will Biggie and Itchy strike back? And what will Professor Messer invent next? Don't miss our next exciting episode of The King and Odie.
Underdog had saved the famous Excalibur sword collection from Riff Raff, but suddenly, Underdog was in pain. Hurry, men. Get Underdog to the hospital. He's in pain.
Oh, Underdog, does it hurt badly?
Well, I stay straight. I'm right as rain. But when I bend over, there's a stabbing pain.
And tomorrow's your birthday. I was going to have such a lovely party for you.
Recognizing the seriousness of the situation, the hospital sent for specialists all over the world. They came by plane. They came by train. They came by car. And as the doctors tried to help Underdog, the world mourned his plight, except, that is, for one unsavory character.
Mooch, this is the break we have been waiting for. Underdog is in a hospital. Now is the time for us to grab that Excalibur sword collection.
Yeah, but it's in that San Francisco museum, boss. They got guards all over the place.
Yeah, but I got a perfect plan. Tonight, after everybody is out of the museum, you and I...
Meanwhile, back at the hospital...
Now, what is it that seems to be the trouble with you, Underdog?
When I stay straight, I'm right as rain.
But when he bends over, there's a stabbing pain.
Oh.
Uh-huh. This one is a real doozy, doctors. Get the hammer there, and we'll try testing the reflexes, Yumpin' Yiminy, we got to get a bigger hammer.
Perhaps, old man, we should try checking his blood pressure. Here, let me. By Jove, that's pressure.
Here, Underdog, let me look in the eyes here and maybe see what it's doing in there, Yumpin' Yiminy, that X-ray vision has melted the light.
We simply must find the cause of that pain. Unless Underdog gets out of here soon, there is certain to be a crime wave.
And tomorrow's his birthday.
Meanwhile, as night came to the San Francisco Museum, something strange began to happen.
What did I tell you, Mooch? Nobody around at all. Now all we do is grab the Excalibur sword collection and vamoose. Yikes! I think we made a boo-boo. You'll never get riffraff without Underdog to help you. Did you see that, Mooch? I hung the chandelier on him. Come on, grab the swords and let's get rolling.
Yes, Riff Raff finally had the Excalibur sword collection, and Underdog still had his pain.
Ooh.
And tomorrow's his birthday.
Will the doctors be able to find the cause of Underdog's pain? Will he be able to get out and capture Riff Raff and return the Excalibur sword collection? There's excitement ahead in our next episode.